Hey, welcome back to Star Technology, where in the last video, we made this Mark II fusion reactor, and yeah, it is running right now. It should still be making tritanium. I set this going to make a lot of tritanium. It's only made about 400 buckets since then. Darmstadtium, which it's made all 1,000 of, and americium, which it's made, again, about 400. Since last time, I did end up upgrading the first reactor to be Mark II, just for that speed boost. And I've been fiddling with how I put the patterns in, because if too many recipes are trying to be crafted in the same thing at once, it kind of doesn't work. It's very finicky, but I think I've found a reasonable solution. Darmstadtium seems to be able to go pretty much anywhere, because it doesn't require a fusion reactor, and that's also why it was completed first. But the tritanium, because that needs geranium, I think it's best to put that in the same reactor so that I don't end up trying to craft geranium here and clogging this up. And then I'll only move on with the tritanium once it's done all of the geranium, so then they won't clog each other up. I've got similar logic over here with the americium and lutetium. And again, europium, it can be done in any of them, so I've just split it evenly. I think I should still get more fusion reactors, especially if I'm going to be making more things, but this solution works for now. I would still like to split it up amongst multiple machines. But anyway, because I have a bunch of them now, I can start moving on with more UV stuff. With a Darmstadtium, I can make the machine hull, and that moves on to almost everything. With tritanium, I can make components for UV machines, and with americium, I think I mostly just need that for when I go to UHV. Yeah, it's part of neutronium. And I think I've left this long enough that I should have enough materials to make what I need. So at the end of last video, I was toiling over whether I work on the energy hatch next, or the chemical builder, because both of them would be very, very helpful. But I think because the energy hatch applies to basically every machine I have, it's a better general upgrade. And I honestly don't think this will be as hard as most of the others. I am going to need more computation, but that shouldn't be too hard because I should be able to get the network switches. I might just need to research them though. And I need a data module? Sterile clean room. Okay, this is going to take a lot more work than I thought it would. And I need to get a wetware printed circuit board. Okay, yeah, this is complicated. The research is always the hard part, because the actual crafting here, I can probably make all of this reasonably easily. It's mostly just getting the UV assembler for the coil. But even that, again, I need to research and be able to make these components, but I don't see them being too hard, just a ton of different recipes. But the sterilized clean room is probably going to be the hardest thing here. But I should be able to do it now that I've got tritanium. So that's the first order of business. I need to change out every single one of these filter casings to be sterilizing. Or I could make a new clean room. I do need it for a bunch of machines though. I'll be fine. I can upgrade all of this to be sterilizing. How many of them do I have? 98. So this might get expensive. So let's see. First I'm missing the large polybenzimidazole fluid pipe. That's easy once I get the ingots. Then I need a black light. This is also reasonably simple. I just need tungsten carbide screws and a europium spring. Then the tritanium frame. So I need to solidify tritanium. But that shouldn't be too bad. This is a lot of recipes, but nothing stands out as being too difficult. So let's see. I needed 98. I need 147 nether stars and 196 CPM circuits. I'm going to be running the chemical plants a lot for the plat line and the naquita line. I'm missing samarium. I'm missing a bunch of wood. And it looks like I need to make some more tritanium? Or do I? Oh no, the radon's for the nether stars. So I have enough tritanium. I only needed 28 buckets. Huh. Okay. Well, samarium, I can make a lot of that, because I've been needing to make a ton of lanthanum, and samarium is a bit of a byproduct of that. Wood is also quite easy to get. Just grow a ton of trees and then cut them down. I'll never get tired of this Invar axe, just cutting down a massive chunk of wood. But then I can get that all turned into planks. And then last I needed a bunch more radon. And I could make it in the fusion reactor? Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, but mercury's not too hard to get. I don't know if this is worth it though. I think I just need to upgrade this distillation tower really, because it's not the quickest thing. I'll just grab some ZPM power supplies, and then I'm gonna upgrade all of these to be running on ZPM. So it should produce the ender air much faster, and then distill it much faster. Now the problem is that it's not producing the ender air quick enough, so then I probably need something better than IV. I can probably make a ZPM one. That's not too expensive. I just need to make a ZPM electric pump. I do just need to research the pump, and then I can make that ZPM pump. I need an osmiridium rotor. And then I can make that ZPM essence burner, and I can set that going here, and yep, it's working. And it makes it pretty quickly, but still not quick enough. Maybe it's just not importing it quick enough. So I'll stick some more cards in there. Okay, there we go. That's keeping up. So that should fill up the distillation tower much faster, and it should run the distillation much faster, and make me radon much faster. Ironically, in the time it's taken for me to set this up, I've probably got about half the radon I actually need, but it's faster. Let me see. I have, while I've been waiting, been crafting up most of the other things that I need for the sterilized filter casing. Oh no, I still need 200 buckets of radon. Okay, this probably isn't happening for a while. Well, I've significantly upgraded my radon production, so maybe that'll be fine for the rest of the video? I don't know. There's still other things I need to do, like I need to upgrade the research station to afford 64 computation. So that means I'm moving this. I think I'll move it over here, because the fission reactor has no reason to exist anymore. I need to give a little bit more space in case I want to expand the assembly line again, but I should be fine to build it kind of in the center here. So let's tear this all down, and I just need to rebuild this over here. Okay, there's the research station moved, and that's got a decent amount more space now. So then I need 64 computation. That's going to be quite a lot. I should be able to make these advanced computation components now, assuming I can get the ZPM field generator, which, yeah, I think I can do that. So these can help things out quite a lot. I just need to get this computation setup going again, because I still need to research the field generator, and it should research pretty quickly. I will just silence it real quick. I forgot how annoying that noise can be. But now I can make the ZPM field generator, so I can make the advanced computation component. And I'm gonna need quite a lot of them. Actually, if they do 16 computation, you need 4 cooling. The active cooling does 2. I could put 3 of these in the one machine, in the one computer, and then have 6 of the active cooling components. And that would be 48. I need 64. So yeah, I need at least 2 of these. Which means then I need to add bridge components, because it says I need these to connect to network switches. Someone wrote a comment with the optimal way. Yeah, the perfect combination is 5 active cooling components, 1 bridge component, 2 advanced, and 1 regular computation component. And that would do 38 computation, so I just need 2 of them. That works for me. I'll just queue up the 4 advanced computations now. Then I'm going to need a recipe for the bridge component, and then I'm going to need to make the network switch. But I don't have enough computation? Was that the problem last time? Yeah, this does 16, so if I just get these advanced computation components in, I can upgrade this to be able to do 32, and then I can make that network switch. I may as well make the recipe for it, and I do have most of the things I need. Oof, tritanium foils though. That's a bit expensive. And then I need enriched naquita trinium europium duranide, which I'm guessing, yeah, I can't do it on the mixer yet, so I'm gonna have to do it in the alloy blast smelter. Oh, but I need tritanium coils. I think I've got enough time for that. I should be able to make most things here. I need to set something up for geranium ingots as well. That's not very hard. What do I need for titanium coils? Liquid trinium, quadrifoils, and titanium wire? That seems very easy. And I'm only going to be upgrading the alloy blast smelter, so that's just 24 coils. It's only 27 buckets of liquid titanium. That's not bad. I don't even think this is going to take all that long. Okay, so by all means, the titanium coils should be done by now. It only took about 13 minutes, but it seems to be stuck. It has all the ingredients. I've disabled the parallel, so what's the problem? Oh, UV assembler. And for some reason I can't pick up liquid trinium with the tungsten steel cells, so I might just have to get rid of it. Yeah. So then I'm gonna need to make the UV assembler, but I do have enough computation. Yeah, I may as well. So I need to get all of these recipes. And it's quite the doozy. But nothing I haven't done before. It's just now I'm doing it with titanium. Oh, and I'm gonna need UV motors and pistons. So that's even more things to research and make. And this also needs americium? Jesus. Okay, that is a lot more recipes. But that should be all of the components that I need. And I should be queuing up all of the things that I need for research. So if I just start... Oh no, please. I only need 32 computation. Right, I'm getting 16. But these computation components have finished. And you know what? I'm just going to take the lazy way out here. I just need the 2 advanced. And I'll just have 2 empties. And that should have enough cooling. And then I should... Yes. Oh god, this research is going to take forever. I wonder if I can make it any quicker if I do that. Marginally quicker. So all of this research is going to take a while. So I think I may as well get the network switch research out of the way so that while I'm waiting for the rest of this to go through, I can probably work on that. Although, no I can't. Because that's what I need the UV assembler for. However, I seem to have run out of PCB coolant, and it seems like my bottleneck here is benzene, because that's only in an HV distillery. I do have an IV one. I guess for the time being I can swap it over. That makes it a lot quicker. So hopefully I can get enough coolant to keep up. Although, why are these components red? Does that mean they're damaged? I can just replace them and they seem to be fine. And yeah, it's working again. And I seem to be keeping up on PCB coolant, so that's a good sign. But that also means if I get much more of these, I'm going to have to make a significant change to how I get PCB coolant. But I'm not going to worry about that just yet. Ah, shit, I ran out of PCB coolant again. I think I need to get a better distillery. Why not go to ZPM? I have most things I need for it. There we go. Let's try this. Although I do happen to be full on PCB coolant. So let's just get 100 more, why not? Oh, it makes it very quickly. So then I think my bottleneck now is this chemical reactor, but this can't go any quicker. So then, if this upgrade isn't enough to keep me going, it seems to be doing better now, then maybe I can start hijacking this cracker, because as it stands, using it to make refined fuel is kind of pointless, considering how much I've gutted these to be able to upgrade most other things. I'm not generating much power here, and it's peanuts compared to what I get from the solar panels. So I guess I can hijack the cracker, but it seems to be producing fine. So let me see if this will keep up. It does have a pretty significant backlog. It's inputting quick enough, but I do seem to be producing it faster than it's being consumed. Okay, that's a good sign. Okay, finally, I've got all of this research done, so then I should be able to make everything I need for the UV assembler. But I don't actually have all the stuff to actually run it. I need to solidify the Darmstadtium, and I need to actually get the power for this. So I need to get this prismalium. Ooh, and it's reasonably expensive, but I should be able to make that. So then I need to make some of this prismalium. There we go. And I can turn it into the wire. And I'm gonna need quite a lot of this so I can get the energy converter. I should be able to make the other 2 things I need, being the UV machine hull and UV circuit. And the machine hull should trigger a quest as well. And then I can make that power converter. So I should nearly have everything that I need for the assembler. I've got all the components. Just need to make the machine hull and the wires. There we go. UV assembler. And you know what? I think I'm going to put it in here. I'm going to have to be really careful about this. I think... yeah, that should be good. So, I will put the titanium coil recipe in there, and just needs to smelt the trinium, and it should be able to make that pretty quickly. And yeah, it's going. Oh, right. I need to tell it to auto-eject out the top. It is going to take 45 seconds per coil to go through, though. So I guess while I wait for that, that's the only thing I need before I can make the network switch. So I guess I may as well queue that up. It's not going to be able to make it for a while, but it's still going to take a while to craft even so. So I'll get it started now. Then I can also work on that second computer. And I'm going to need to move this one again, because I have a bit of a design in mind, and this should be just wide enough to be able to fit. So to my knowledge, with 4 computation arrays, you can make as much computation as you need for the most expensive recipe. I only need 2 right now, but if I have, let's just say 2 back here that feed into a network switch, then that network switch plus another 2 feeds into a second network switch. That second network switch feeds into the research array, and then I've got 4 computers into the 1 research station. I'll just make the front end of it. So both of these are going to need a bridge component, then 2 advanced computation, 1 regular computation, and then 5 active cooling. So there's the first computer backup. Now I'm missing a lot for the second computer. I need 4 more active cooling components, 12 more heat vents, 7 more advanced computer casings. I need another energy hatch. Ooh, and do I need one for the network switch? No. So then yeah, just the 1 more. And I think, yeah, I have enough regular computer casings. Well, while I was waiting, I finished all the titanium coils. So now it should be making what I need for the network switch. I think I should have all of the hatches for the network switch. Oh, hang on a minute. I've built this a bit wrong. There we go. I just needed to move it over by 1. So now I'll preemptively put some of the network switch hatches in place. And that should be, yep, the second computer up and running. Now all I'm missing is the network switch, and this should be good to go. I don't think I'll do the maintenance hatches just yet, because that's going to get these to start running, and it's going to start draining PCB coolant. I guess I can test if I can support 2 of them. Actually, they're not even running, so I guess I can't test it until I actually get the network switch. It is trying to make the network switch, and let me guess. Every time. There we go, now it's doing it. So I can stick that in, and it's not working. Yeah, you can have the reception hatches on the same side as the control block, and you can have the transmission on the back. Oh, it does take an energy hatch. There we go. That should work then, to transmit, I think this would be just over 64? I think it does 72 total. More than enough for me to research the energy hatch. So I just need to get that data module. So how's the radon coming along? Not great. Across this entire recording session, I didn't even get half of what I need. So I think I'm gonna have to leave this for the next recording session, because I'm pretty much out of time, and I still feel like I've done a pretty significant amount of progress. We've upgraded the research again, and we got our first UV machine. We've done most of the things needed for the energy hatch. It's just gonna take quite a while to get the radon, and to get the sterilized filter casings. So yeah, I think I just have to leave this until next video. I don't think I've got time. So then I guess that's it. As I say, still very good progress. I thought it was too good to be true that we could just bang out the energy hatch in 1 episode, but I shouldn't have that much to do for next time. I just need to get the data module, so we need a sterile clean room, and I need to get the wetware printed circuit boards, so then I need sterilized growth medium, and I've got to do all of this stuff. That's everything up here. So quest-wise, there's a decent amount more stuff left to do, but in terms of how hard that actually is, I didn't see it taking that long. I guess we'll find out next time. But that's enough for this episode, so I'm calling this here. Bye.